What is up, guys? Yes, it is me, MLB Chatterbox, aka
What? No, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
It's my show.
Get out of here.
What?
What is that, your show? What are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here. He's a stupid Braves fan. I think the Braves are going to win all the time. No, they lost to the Dodgers, didn't they, Matt? Yes, guys. Welcome back to another video. My name is MLB Chatterbox, a.k.a. Christian Corey, and I'm wearing the Tiger stuff today. I don't wear it a lot. I don't like to be biased, unlike some people. Draft neck mark.
Please. Winning the World Series in 7 games is going to be, oh, you know I'm going with the New York Mets again. That's right, we're picking the New York Mets to win the 2020 World Series in the...
But point being is this, the Tigers have made some interesting news along with the White Sox, along with the New York Metropolitans. We'll talk about that as well. But damn, we got some stuff to talk about today. You got 3 main topics to talk about today. We got the White Sox, we got the Tigers, and we got the Metropolitans. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, we're going to talk about the White Sox. This is topic number 1 in today's video. They have hired Tony La Russa as their new manager. Rick Renteria is out. He is gone. He is MIA. He's not MIA. He's just gone. They fired him.
Fired!
Why? Because he's a failure. And you know, hiring Tony La Russa, there has been a lot of criticism I've seen of him. That he's too old. Some things that he said in the past about different players, and he doesn't like certain players on his team. That some say he's a racist, and to me, it's like I've never heard those accusations myself. I've really never heard of him being a racist of any kind. I've never heard of him, directly. I mean, he's a winner. So I'm not going to go towards that stuff. I mean, I don't care, I mean, to me, it's like, first of all, I never heard of him being called a racist. Never heard of him personally. Maybe it's out there. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I got to be educated on it. I don't know. But for me personally, never heard of that. Second thing is, when it comes to him as a manager and his skill set, I think it's a great hire for the White Sox. He's a former White Sox. He's been in the system before with the White Sox. He's come up through that system many years ago in the 80s and such, on the 70s. So, he's an old school manager. He's an old school manager. I think for the White Sox with a young team, this can be really, really, really good for the White Sox when it comes to La Russa managing. Because, again, he's a winner. He is a winner. He's won 2 World Series, both with the St. Louis Cardinals.
What is up, you guys? I apologize. He's also a World Series champion with the Athletics. I do know that. It just slipped my mind when I was, filming the video, of course, in 1989 with the Athletics, the Swingin' A's. So, yeah, he won in 89 too. So a 3-time World Series champion. I think more than qualified.
The first being in 2006, when he beat my Tigers in the World Series against his best friend, Jim Leland, Smoking Jim. So we got that going on. He's won in 2006 with the Cardinals, and he also won in 2011 with the Cardinals again. That was against the Rangers, of course. So he has won, 2 World Series, and that's better than most. I know they're not back-to-back or anything like that, but, he has been to some World Series, with the Cardinals, has won both times he has gotten there. Overall, I think it's a really, really good hire by the Chicago White Sox. Personally, I had no clue, what was out there. I mean, I didn't even think he was going to be an option because, again, he's retired. He's a Hall of Famer. He worked in the front office. He was very high up in baseball business, I guess you could say. He is very high up. He knows the commissioner well. I do think him and, Manfred are buddies, which maybe that's not a good thing. But Manfred sucks. But the point being is that, Tony La Russa, being hired by the White Sox is a good thing. This is the way I look at it. This hire is like when the Tigers hired Jim Leland back in 06. They had a young team, had some young arms, they were trying to rebuild, they're trying to win, and, the Tigers in 06 were not picked at all to go to the World Series. And even the Cardinals weren't. The Cardinals were, I think, a better team. But the Cardinals and the Tigers back in 06 were both a big surprise to be facing each other in the Fall Classic. Of course, the Mets were highly touted back then. In 2006, they lost the Cardinals. You know, that Carlos Beltran play, you know, that I don't even want to go into that, but, you know, him managing the Cardinals back then, I mean, you know, it was a surprise that the Cardinals got the World Series and won the World Series. So I'm looking at this as kind of a repeat, I guess you could say, more of like the Tigers hiring Jim Leyland, where Leyland came in and they did really, really good. They got to the playoffs and they end up going to the World Series. I could totally see this happening with the White Sox. You mean the Tigers won it via wild card. The White Sox win the division easily, I think. I don't think the Indians are that good. I don't think the Twins will be as good as they have been. I think their window is closing to a degree when it comes to that AL Central. I think the AL Central will be interesting this year. I think it's the White Sox to take it. I really do. The Indians, like I say, they're not going to be good. In my opinion, the Twins could go 50-50. And, you know, the White Sox could really take this opportunity and run with it with Tony La Russa. So I think La Russa is a good fit for the White Sox long-term as well. I don't think he's there just for a couple of years. You know, that's what kind of the Tigers thought of when they hired Jim Leyland, and he stuck around for, God, what, 13 years or something like that? So, I mean, you know, he's been around for a long time, La Russa. He knows what he's talking about. And I think he can get the White Sox to the playoffs again and get them farther than that wild card game. But overall, I think good hire by the White Sox getting Tony La Russa. He'll be good for them on the south side of Chicago. Okay, topic number two. Topic number two of this video, Matt Palazzolo standing in the crowd right now. He's pretty happy. I am talking about this one because AJ Hinch is coming to the Motor City, baby. He is coming to the Motor City. He's coming to Motown. The cheater's coming our way. He's still a cheater. I'm just going to let you know. He is still a cheater. I mean, okay, he's a cheater. I get it. And don't get all at me that, oh, he's hypocritical because, oh, he hates him when they were with the Astros because they won. But now that AJ Hinch is coming to Detroit, he loves him now. No. I'm not like that. I mean, okay, first of all, I didn't even know, like I said, Tony La Russa was available. So I would have came after Tony La Russa first if I knew he was available before Hinch. So if I knew ahead of time that Tony La Russa was available, because that came out of left field, no pun intended, that came out of left field with that hire for the White Sox. If Tony La Russa was, you know, publicly known to be interested in managing again, I would go after La Russa if I was the Tigers. But I didn't know. No one really knew. The White Sox came out of left field, hired him, and in a way, that kind of worked out for the Tigers because I think Hinch is a great hire by the Tigers. Al Avila might be. I have a little bit of confidence in Al Avila. His name is still Al Avila because it has to be so important. He's so exotic. But Al Avila is a very, you know, good hire by him. It's a very good hire. Is he the best? Do I think he's turning to Dave Dombrowski? No. I think he's still Al Avila, people. I mean, he's a terrible general manager, but a very smart move. If he did not make this move to get AJ Hinch, it would have been atrocious. You would have got Lloyd McClendon. Are you freaking kidding me? If they would have got Lloyd McClendon, that would have been embarrassing. Absolutely atrocious by the Tigers if they got Lloyd McClendon. Lloyd McClendon never had 1 ounce of success in his life. Okay? He's never beat anybody. AJ Hinch, thank God. This is our Lord and Savior. I swear to God here in Motown. We're all happy. I'm very happy that he got hired by the Tigers. I mean, who else were you going to go with? Seriously, who else were they going to go with? I want to know. They weren't going to get Brad Office back. That would have been terrible. But again, when it comes to managers, there was very few and far between. It was slim picking for the Tigers. And they did the right choice. They pounced on it. I mean, they did not hesitate. It was boom. You know, his suspension was over the minute the final out of the World Series was made, and boom, they hired him. Thank God. Thank you, Al Avila. I give you some respect that you hired him. I think he'll be great. I think he'll do great with this young team that the Tigers have. You know, when it comes to them making the playoffs, I'm realistic. I'm not like DraftNet Mark, who predicts that the Mets are going to win the World Series this year. I'm not an idiot, people.
Right, we're picking the New York Mets to win the 2020 World Series.
I mean, I might scream and yell, but I mean, come on, I'm not stupid. Now, could the Tigers make the playoffs? The only way they can make the playoffs if the MLB kept the expanded playoffs. They kept the expanded playoff format. That is the only way I believe the Tigers could make the playoffs this year. In my opinion, I think this is a good move for the Tigers long term. This year, realistically, they'll probably end up in third. I'm hoping they end up in third. Again, Indians are not going to do as good. Royals are going to suck. The Twins will probably end up in second, and the White Sox will probably end up in first. So the Tigers, will kind of draw not the short stick, or not the short straw, but they'll draw the middle straw. They'll go right in the middle. They'll end up at third place. But that's great for the Tigers. Great hire by the Tigers. I don't know what else to say. Alavila did not screw up, thank God. And we're all happy here in Motown. I'm sure Matt Palazzo is very happy. All right, topic number 3 in today's video is Stephen A. Cohen officially acquiring the Metropolitans. Not Stephen A. Smith, Stephen A. Cohen.
Hell no! Hell no!
Very good. Again, he's an owner. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I don't know how the Wilpons, spent money. It sounds like they were pretty cheap when it comes to spending money. I'm not a Mets fan. I don't know these things, but I do know. I mean, he's a billionaire. He's a billionaire. I don't know what else you want me to say. I mean, I guess it's a good move. Like, if he's going to spend more money and actually make the Mets win, I mean, again, spending money doesn't guarantee you a championship. We saw that here in Detroit with Chris Ilitch, or it was Mike Ilitch spending all that money. And he was a great owner. He spent a lot of money. Great owner. Never won. Not his fault. Players didn't do what they had to do. Players choked. And again, Stephen A. Cohen buying the Mets, billionaire, whatever, it's not going to change anything. The thing that really ticks me off is that you have Giraffe Neck Mark, okay? He goes and he pops champagne.
All right, we did it. Steve Cohen is officially the owner of the New York Mets. Wilpons, let's go!
Pop champagne. Could you imagine me popping champagne because the Tigers hired HINCH? He's an owner, Mark. He's an owner. He didn't do anything yet. He could be terrible. He could be cheaper than anybody you know. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Like, seriously, you gotta pop champagne on your story because he bought the Mets? Are you kidding me? You don't see me popping champagne because of the Tigers hired HINCH. I mean, if Mark thinks that people think just in general, not even just him, but Mets fans in general, think that Stephen A. Cohen's, their Lord and Savior with this Mets team, you got farther to go, my friend. You have a long haul when you're the Mets. You gotta fix it. You gotta figure out the Cespedes situation. Are they gonna keep the manager that they got? Are they gonna rehire Rojas? So Rojas, I mean, they could fire Rojas. I mean, I think they would. I think it'd be very smart for them to do that. They could rehire Carlos Beltran, what I think Mets fans would absolutely love. They got hired Beltran back because I think, kind of unfortunate for them. But I think if Stephen A. Cohen can get this monkey off the Mets back and actually make them be contenders again and figure out that starting rotation and figure out the offense in the Cespedes situation and the Rojas, and they're going to hire Carlos Beltran back. I mean, the Mets have a long, long road to haul. They're not going to make the playoffs next year. They may not make the playoffs in 2022 or in 2023. You might not make the playoffs in 2024. But I think overall, when it comes to the Mets, Stephen A. Cohen buying the Mets, I mean, great, they got an owner, whatever. We'll see if he spends money. We'll see if the money thing works out for them. And we'll go from there when it comes to the Metropolitans. But again, the two big things in today's video was, good job by both the Tigers and the White Sox getting their new managers. White Sox hiring RUSSA and Tigers hiring HINCH. I think both good hires for both clubs. I think if you switched it around, it would not work. If HINCH got hired by the White Sox and LaRussa got hired by the Tigers, I don't think it'd work out. But I think the way it all panned out, I think it worked out for both teams. I don't know why White Sox fans are getting all on. LaRussa got hired by the White Sox. He's won twice. I get it, he's old, but everybody in baseball is old. I mean, come on, Sox fans. You haven't won since 2005, okay? It's a long time ago. I know the Tigers haven't won since '84, so I guess what am I saying? But still, get a little positivity. I mean, you really want to get HINCH? You really want to get HINCH? I highly doubt you ever wanted to get HINCH. Highly doubt it. Who else are you going to get? I want to know. Someone comment down below. If you think that RUSSA is a bad manager, comment down below what you think the White Sox could have done better. I want to know. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Anybody comes and says that RUSSA is a terrible acquisition for the White Sox, I want to know. Who, in your mind, do you think is better? I want to know. I think both did great. They both did great. They both did wonderful. Wonderful acquisitions. Wonderful. Both sides. Both sides are great. But I want to know. Who do you got better? I want to know. But, all right, guys. Like, comment, subscribe to the video and to the channel. I would appreciate it. And as always, guys, I'm going to catch you guys later.